Do you know him? Why is it that you were just okay with believing that God doesn't exist? Is it because someone or people who don't even or have never tried to have a true relationship with God themselves told you this? Don't you realize that they have spent unnecessary time going around trying to convince others that God isn't real, when all they truly are doing is drawing themselves closer to an eternity of their souls burning in hell? You see, I don't want others to believe because I tell them to. I want them to get to know God for themselves. They have to realize that they have a choice to go to him with an open heart and willingness to allow him to guide and show them that he is real. I gave my life to God as a child, and I was baptized on October 14th, 1984. It was something I decided to do because I felt led by God to do it. I spent time, and I still spend time, daily praying, singing gospel songs, hymns, and reading the Bible. I was the only child in church, or one of the only children in church. When the other kids were talking, I would move, or I would say, "Can y'all please be quiet because I'm trying to hear. I want to learn." I wanted to go to Bible study on Saturday mornings and Wednesday evenings, but the lady I was living with wouldn't take me, so my adult cousin did. I have never forgotten that he did that for me as a child. I wanted to get to know God for myself as a child, just like I'm still getting to know him better as an adult. And of course I have sinned, and I still do, as many of us all do, because none of us are perfect. But I try really hard to live right every day as God wishes for us all to do. I know for myself that Jesus Christ is real. And if or when you truly experience the true presence of God, nobody won't ever be able to tell you that he's not real. I know that there are many of you that already know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, when God was giving me what to talk about today, as I was typing it into my phone, tears began to stream down my face because I could truly feel the presence of God in my room. When I tell y'all, I have gone through so much my entire life, but I know that the only reason I'm still here is because of my strong love, belief, and faith in God. I know God needs people who aren't afraid to stand on his word and tell of his goodness no matter where they are. And that is how I have always been. I know that I am truly favored. Some people may ask, how is that you feel like you're truly favored? They may even say, how do you really know that? How do you know that you're favored? When he allows you to go through so much. But I want to say now to those people, yes, I have had some good days, but I've also had some sleepless nights with sadness and pain in my body. But through it all, I'm still here to tell of his goodness. I have sometimes asked God, why do I or did I have to go through so much? But I realize he is the only one that knew and still knows what's best for me. And even though I have gone through, I have found myself and still find myself in the midst of my trials saying, "Thank you, Lord." You see, I don't just wait until the good times come. I thank God at all times. There have been times when all I could say was Jesus, and literally right before my very eyes, God worked a miracle. A lot of people truly are mixed up and have it all wrong. They think because you turn your life over to God or choose to live for God, every day is going to be sunshine and no rain. But that is just simply not true. So that is their reason for not believing in God, because they still go through things. But following God, you have a better chance at making it through so many difficult times that you may have throughout your life. And you will also experience many good times. Because let's really keep it real. Do you really think Satan truly cares about you? Of course he doesn't. He just wants to win as many souls as he can because he thinks he is God. But he got it all twisted. Satan sends people, or he himself talks to you and talks you into doing all types of things that he knows are wrong. And then all he does is sit back somewhere and laugh while all the turmoil ends up happening from the things that you have done by listening to him or people. God doesn't do that. He warns us that he warns us when we are headed in the wrong direction. Have you ever been getting ready to do something that you know is wrong, and you hear a little voice saying, "Don't do that," but then you still do it? Then after all hell breaks loose because of what you've done, you then sometimes sit and think, "Something told me not to do that." But by then it's too late and you have to suffer the consequences. You know who was leading you not to do that? It was God, of course. So I say to you, think about the people you surround yourself with. Are they truly leading you in the right direction? Or are they telling you it's okay to do wrong because that's how they are living and that's what they are doing? And they know very well that what they are doing is leading you and telling you to do wrong. Surround yourself with people who are trying to live right and do what's right, even if they have done wrong and you see them trying to change and you actually see the change. It's okay to be around them because no one is perfect. I don't know about you, but I would rather not have any family member or friends if I have to do wrong in order to hang out with you. Because if they truly care about you, if you are around when they're getting ready to do something wrong, they should love you enough to give you a choice to stay or leave. I hope that you will make the right choice. There are so many innocent people who have lost their lives because of the people they were hanging around and they didn't even do anything, or maybe they were being made to do the things that they never wanted to do. And whether you believe it or not, there are consequences for all of your actions, especially if they are bad. Take it from me. If people say you think that you're better than them because you don't want to hang out with them, so be it. Because you rather go to bed with a clear conscience than for them to be digging your grave or visiting you in jail. And believe me, most of the time, if they are the cause of you losing your life or your freedom, They are not going to be anywhere to be found. This is why my advice to everyone is get to know God for yourself, because you will know when it's God leading you. And believe me, God won't ever lead you down a path towards destruction. God knows you're not going to be perfect. He doesn't expect you to be. But as my grandma used to say to us, just do what you know is right. Or she used to say to me, just do what you know is right, Lucretia. And you know what? That's exactly what I try to do, because when I do that, I know that I have done the will of God. And that's truly all that matters in the end. When you are truly trying and putting in the work to live right for God, the answer to the question will be yes, I know Jesus Christ.